Hey stamping friends, this is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in beautiful San Diego, California, where we got little clouds in the sky. I love it when the sky isn't totally blue, just has little spots of clouds, little cool here still, but at least mostly sunny. Hope you're having a great day today. We are going to be looking today at a brand new stamp set coming in the 24-25 annual catalog. Hi to who's ever watching. I'm not getting a name here, but good to see you. I'm hoping that I'm live somehow. Anyway, I just wanted to remind you about a couple things. Oh, it's Doris. Hi, Doris. Last chance sale. In color re-inkers already sold out. Some of the stamp sets, especially in the annual catalog, sold out. All the retiring blocks, including the little A block, E block, I block, those have been sold out. None of these things are coming back. So if there's something you want, get it now. Also want to remind you about price increases. So we've got things increasing. Where's my little list? The most expensive increase is the refill ink bundles. The pack of 12 is now going up by $4.50. The mini glue dots are going up by $1.50, and the thick basic white paper is going up by $2.25. So if those are things you tend to use on a regular basis, envelopes going up, all these things. I would get them now because, you're going to use them all year. So might as well just get them now and save a few bucks. If you do place an order with me, I've got a new host code. Once I'm done here, I'll put all this stuff into one of the comments. The new host code is EPQ4BAME, BAME. And I would totally appreciate it if you would order with that. What else? I've got a kit class coming up next Thursday. If anybody wants to do that Boho Beach class, I showed everything last week, so you can go back and watch that. Or the birthday card organizer, which is a fabulous way to kind of keep yourself organized and get those birthday cards to people. We're going to be doing that next Thursday. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is my paper share. And I want to try to order this on May 1st when it goes live so that things don't sell out. So if you want to be part of it, let me know. So what I like to do, I like to keep this about $40. And with that, you're going to get a quarter pack of 11 different new papers. So including this gorgeous one, Thoughtful Journey, including our thoughtful, what's this called? Thoughtful Designs. Hopefully you can see that has some silver foil in it. The one we used last week, the Country Woods. You can tell I don't have all these memorized yet. On a sec, I'll show you the one that we're going to use this week. But also I'm giving you for free a 6x6 piece of all 5 of these glimmer papers. So that's just $40 and $9 extra if you want it shipped to you. So I don't do fancy. I just try to keep these prices really reasonable. And it gives you, if you've never done a paper share, it's a fabulous way of getting a little bit of a lot of different papers that then you can try and decide, oh my gosh, I really love this. I want to buy a whole one. Or you just say, a quarter pack of paper still makes a heck of a lot of cards. So, hey Cindy, hey Doris, I'm going to put you down so you can see the paper that we're using, one of the papers that we're using this week, which is called Unbounded Beauty. It actually goes in the suite with the Layers of Beauty mask and bundle that we used last week. But aren't these just beautiful? It's using all the new ink colors and having, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Such fun using the new ink colors because I just find them so beautiful and vibrant and just so fun to work with. They're just so fresh. I can't say I was the biggest fan of the ink colors from last year, but I'm also looking at, you know, you can kind of combine some of them with these colors and use them as neutrals, and I think they will be great. So let me know. Email me at stampwithdrrobin@gmail.com if you're interested in a paper share, and I will invoice you through PayPal. All right, so here's the set we're going to be working with today. Attention Shoppers, it's called. And I don't know if any of you have ever shopped at Kmart, but do you remember Attention Kmart Shoppers? I think that's what it's kind of supposed to be about. So we've got a stamp set with a little shopping cart and things to put in our shopping cart. Today we're going to be using the bags and several different sentiments. Treat yourself. Shopping is always a good idea. Happy birthday, thanks, just for you. So you can see that this would be useful for lots of different things. All right, so let's put that to the side and let me show you the card that we're going to be making today. All right, so this card is using that Unbounded Beauty, I think it is, paper that I showed you last. What we're also going to be doing is some paper piecing, and we're going to be using the 6x6 2004-2006 in color. Now this comes in all the other different things like the brights, the neutrals, etc. With that, you get 2 pieces in each color of each of these, but because there's only 5 in colors, you are going to be getting a whole lot more when you buy the in color. I don't know if you can see, one side has dots, so this is what you're getting, so pretty, in all the different in colors, and we're going to be using these ones with the dots today to make our little bags. Isn't that just adorable? Hi, Marina. We're also going to be using the Unbounded Love, which this is turning into my favorite new die set because it has all these different dies that you can use with your sentiments. And then we are using one retiring thing that I just wanted to highlight, which is these masks. I realized only the mask that we used last week for the Layers of Beauty, that's the only mask in the new catalog. So all these masks that I really like to use in the background are going away. So this is from the 4 square decorative mask. Normally these masks are just pretty darn cheap at $10 for all of these masks, all 4 of these masks, but right now it's $6. So this is a deal, grab it. And there's another set of masks too, whose name is escaping me, but it's on last chance also. So, all right, let's move this aside here and get going. So we're going to start by taking our just basic white, obviously a scrap page that I use for other things, and some basic gray ink. I decided I didn't want to use the black because it's just a little bit dark. And we're going to stamp. Now there's 3 of these in my little cart, but I'm actually just going to stamp 2 right now because I had an extra one from when I did stuff before. And I'm going to take the little, this is a little rag that comes with this glass mat, and wipe that off because we're going to use that on the inside of the cart too. I just want to put another plug for this when this comes out because I only clean this about once a week right before I see you guys. And it's amazing how much, just a gentle wipe with this, it cleaned off really easily. Oops. Just, shoot, I shouldn't have wiped that off yet. Even sticky stuff just came totally right off of there. All right, so the other thing I want to do before I forget is stamp our envelope with one of these cute little shopping bags. And then for the paper piecing, we're going to do this, but we only really need the bag. We don't need the top part. So you'll notice that just to save some paper, I did that. All right, so let's wipe it off there and wipe this off here. We'll just put that to the side for now. Sorry, just looking for, nope, we're gonna have to do that. All right, so let's cut out some stuff. So we're gonna cut these out using the dies. There's my die. And I am going to just get a little teeny piece of washi tape to make sure that it's going to want to stay where it's supposed to. Now, I like to just turn it a little bit because otherwise it seems to be a little difficult going through like that. And then I'm also going to take my Unbounded Love die that I'm going to be using for, whoops, my sentiment, and put that on there. And let's push that through. I want to show you something about that die, because we're going to have to do this again for both of these. So let's take this one out, and then we're going to just tear that off so it's out of my way. And then just move this to over here to cut the second one out. Hey, Cindy. All right, so it looks like, can you see that? You just pull that out, right? Well, if you look in here, there's a second little piece in there that you need to push out. That's kind of like a frame. And we're going to be actually using that also. And then we're also going to take a piece of the brand new Summer Splash. And we're going to cut that out also, and I'll show you why in a minute, why we need both of them. Whoops. This thing sticks really well to there too. All right, let's get these off. All right, so we got our second one here. All right, so remember this comes out like that. We're actually not going to be using that today. But we are going to be using that today, the little inside part of that frame. So let's just kind of put that to the side for a minute, and let's focus on these guys. So remember these ones that I just stamped? This is what we call paper piecing. And all I really need is the part with the bag, right? And I don't need this part with the little handle. Now you could cut these out with the die. I don't like to, and it's because I like to actually kind of be cutting right in the middle or towards the inside when I'm doing this. I just find that a better way of fitting it in, because the other one is going to have that that bigger piece, that bigger line, and so I don't really need it here. I know you can't see this well, that's why I'm talking. I think I didn't get enough of that out in this other little bag side, so I'll have to go back. Yeah, I need a little more of that out. You don't want to see any of that orange, or excuse me, peach pie on the inside of that one, and then you'll see it'll fit perfectly right in there like that. So let's cut the other one out. Same thing, right? Kind of more towards the inside of the line than the outside of your stamped line. It's really not that hard when you choose something like this. Now, this is probably one of the most easiest ones to cut out. A lot of times people like to do this with like pieces of clothing, etc. That's a real fun one to paper piece. All right, not too bad, right? So let's glue these on. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I think I'm going to color them. So I want to make the little tissue paper a different color than what that's going to be, what the bag part is. So I'm taking the dark pretty in pink, and then the light pretty in pink, and just use some little swirls, and it just gives a little bit of shading down at the bottom. I think I'm going to switch. Let's try it. Just remember, when you use these pens, don't try to get all the way up to the edge. Try to stay just a shade more in than if you were coloring with something else, because it does tend to just bleed a teeny bit. And this is the dark Summer Splash. Again, I tend to use what they've given me, but also, you know, things like flowers, bags, etc. tend to be a little darker at the base, and then lighter as you go up, and then you just kind of blend it in. Some of these blends, including these two, from what I can see, the dark and the light are not that different from each other. But it is just enough to make you be able to see just a few little shadows. Okay, so now we are going to glue these on. Now you can see, because I cut the hopefully you can see how the dark stamped part, you know, you're well inside of that by cutting kind of more towards the like inside of the line. Some of these lines are thicker than others. There we go. Cute, huh? And here's the one I did before. So now we got 3 of them. So the next thing we're going to do is I took the 2 pieces of the shopping cart and cut them out of silver foil. Now we've actually not had silver foil for a while, and it is coming back. So whoops, that's too much there. Just put a little teeny bit on that edge there. I'm just going to hold this for a second. What you want is just this bottom part to just come to the top of the, let's see, it's slipping to this top of this. I feel like my fingers are going to stick to it, but yes it is. Get my finger out of there. We're just going to put that over and let that dry and do some other stuff. Okay. So this is a piece of just basic white, and it is 3 3/4 by 5, and this is when we're going to use our little mask from that 4 square masks. Now you could glue the paper behind down and glue, you know, use just like a piece of washi tape, but and I'll just put some on the bottom of this one just to keep it in place. I tend to not do it on the mask because I like to lift it up and see what's going on. I can't tell if there's a difference in here. And see what's going on underneath. And you can't really do that if you've taped it down. So we've got some peach pie here. Another one of our new in colors. And I've got little mini blending brush, and what I'm going to do is fill this up, but I'm really going to tap off a whole bunch of it because I want this kind of light as a background. Now if you don't have a mask, and I'm telling you you want one, you can just, you know, put some of this just without a mask and just keep going. So you got the darker part in the center, and then you just keep going. Notice I haven't re-inked anything. And I took a ton of this off, right? But even though that looks pretty light, that's probably enough. Maybe get a little bit more up here. Okay, I think that is plenty. And like I said, you could just use a straight blending brush if you wanted to. Now, while I have this peach pie out, see, I'm just making all the components now. I'm going to get our card base, which is thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this is what we're going to do for the inside. We're going to take that, little shopping bag, and we're going to ink it up in the peach pie, but then where you can't see, I am going to stamp it off really strongly and try to get most of the ink off and just get like a 2nd generation stamp. I just want really lightly in the background. And then I'm going to take my little happy birthday and get my basic gray back out here again. Come on, basic gray, open yourself up. And the happy birthday from this set, and stamp over this. Now this is a great thing to do on inside of cards, no matter, you know, what you put back here. A lot of our sets will have like a blobby thing or something like that. And those are great things to put on the inside and then stamp over them like that, just as a cool little background. All right, one more thing to stamp, and that is our sentiment for the front that says, treat yourself. Because someone's going to go shopping and treat themselves. Now you notice this is a photopolymer stamp set, and with this glass mat I am doing just fine not using a piercing mat behind it. So that's the other thing I really like about this glass mat. Now you're wondering, what am I doing with both of these? Well, I noticed before that you can take these and you can glue them together, and then it makes a much better frame around here because it's a little raised. And you can even glue, you know, several of these together. I find 2 to be enough. Trying to think back and front. There we go, that's the front. And you just barely need any glue on here. Just, I don't even know if you guys can see it. It's such minimal amount. And that's all you really need, because it's such great glue. All right, so you're going to get both of these together. There you go. As soon as you line up one side, the rest just kind of falls in place. And now I think we have everything we need to make our card. All right, so I have a piece of that, no, dang, now I gotta remember what it's called, Unbounded Beauty paper, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. One side of each of these is just this really pretty just background paper. I mean, you could use a piece of, you know, plain old Summer Splash, or but isn't this just so much prettier? All right, and then we're going to take our piece that we used with the masks. Again, just a little more dimension here. All right, so next we're going to put together this shopping cart. And it does fit all 3 of them. About like that. Kind of want them all in there, don't we? And I think I'm going to pull that one up a little higher. Okay, so that's about how. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down. First thing I'm going to do is glue this to the other 2. Let's again make sure that's while the glue is still, yep, that's going to work. And then we're just going to get a little bit of glue on a lot of places in here. I was amazed when I did this the first time how much little bit of glue goes a long way here. Okay, now we're all together. Now let's turn it over and let's get some dimensionals on here. Now I'm actually gonna, no, I guess I can't put it there. I was gonna say put it on the edge. I'll do it like that so that, again, this is helping to hold this in place. And then down here, what I did was I took this, these are mini dimensionals, And what I did is I just cut up into one of the little mini dimensionals and cut it in half. So there's a mini dimensional, but it's actually cut in half. You see that? Or almost in half, there we go. And it does fit, come on, little guy, right on there where the wheel is. All right, let's take all of these off. The other little mini one actually fell off. Thanks, Doris. I know, I didn't, when I looked through here, I first looked at this and went, well, that's kind of cute, but will I really use it? And then I saw Kylie and Bruno Bertucci, and they had shown, you know, a lot of the different new stuff, including this, and I thought, okay, that just seals it. Oh, I forgot to show you. This was the other thing that made me just say, oh my God, I want this. Look at this. Can you see this? It's a little mini shopping cart. It rolls. You can put your little cards in here or whatever you want. You guys, it's so adorable. I got it at World Market. I mean, it's like got all, it moves, it's real. It's so darn cute. And so I felt like the universe was telling me that I needed to get this. So I did. All right, back to the card. All right, so let's put a little glue on that. Put a little glue on our frame. Hey, Linda, I didn't know you were lurking in here. Linda's ordered one of my paper shares already. Thank you, Linda. I found it a little easier to put the frame in first. But isn't that cool, that little frame? I mean, you could just use a few of these frames in a lot of places. And then that just kind of fits in. Or you could, you know, pump it up if you wanted to. All right, so what I didn't have on my other one, but I thought you guys might tell me I needed it, was some bling. Who thinks we need bling on this? What do you think? Because I do have our 2024 to 2026 in color shimmer dots. I also have the in color resin dots, but the problem with these is they're not available till middle of May. So what do you guys think? Which one should I use on here? Yes, bling. Okay, which one, Linda? Somebody choose. First person who chooses, we will use some bling. Resin dots, sparkly dots. Nobody wants to make a choice? Come on, Doris. Come on, Linda. The brighter ones? Oh, these ones? Okay. The resin dots? It is. We can get them open. There we go. All right. I think what I'm going to do, since this is such a colorful card, is use like a couple different dots. So I'm going to go with a pretty and pink dot, and then maybe a small peach dot. No, put that up here. No, put that up here. Here we go. And then another little purple dot. We got dots everywhere. Now it just seems sad that I don't have one of these. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we have to have an odd number. So let's, wait, I just did that one. Let's put a pink dot over here, maybe over here. That doesn't look right. All right, let's do another big one. How's that? We got dots everywhere. Dots, dots, dots. And then the last thing I want to do is to take my Wink of Stella. You guys, Wink of Stella's back. It's been gone for so long. Now, when I use Wink of Stella, I actually like to, wait, is this the one that decided not to work? I had so many that I hadn't used in a while that they kind of dried up. Wow, is that my last one? I thought I had a functioning one. Maybe I just used it too much. This may be my last one. Looking around on my messy desk to see if I have another Wink of Stella. Well, let's see if there's any on here. I used a little Wink of Stella. Yeah, there's a little on the tissue papers too. There we go. What do you guys think? It's so cute. Here's the other one before I put the dots on. Of course, life is better with bling. Welcome back, Stella. Yep, I agree. I love the Wink of Stella. I think this is such a fun little set, you guys. All right, it's called Attention Shoppers, and it's in the new catalog. Okay, in the new 24-25 annual catalog. But I want you to remember, if you like it with this mask, you need to act now, because by the time the catalog is open, there is no more of these masks. You got to get them now. I just think that was a kind of a cute addition. So let me put you up for a minute. Thanks for everybody for sticking out. Thank you, Linda. I think it's really cute. I just love these colors. I may not be going live for a couple weeks, starting next Monday. I will let you know Monday. My parents are having issues, and I may need to go up and see them this week. And then the following week, I am on vacation. So it may be a few weeks till we see each other, but have a great couple of weeks. And if you want to order anything, if you don't have a catalog, if you're not working with somebody yet, let me know. I will have my phone, and so I can always check emails and answer. So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.